G'day legends, I just want to jump on and share a real quick story of something that happened up at the Gympie Muster last week, and I reckon it's one of the best stories that I've ever experienced in this entire Trade Mutt and TX journey. So we're up at the muster and we had one of our counsellors up there, Kurt, who's our longest serving counsellor at TX. And at this time I was off to the side of the cash register, cutting the sleeves off a customer's Trade Mutt shirt, because that's what we love doing up in Gympie. And I heard this interaction between Kurt and a customer. This customer threw his Trade Mutt shirts on the counter and said, "It's about time I pay you blokes back." And Kurt said, "Oh really, why is that, mate?" And he goes, "Oh, I actually used TX last year. Got me out of one of the most toughest spots that I've ever been in, and without it, I don't know where I'd be right now." And Kurt said, "Oh mate, that's awesome, it's really good to hear. So you had a positive experience?" And he's like, yeah mate, like honestly, it's the best thing I've ever done. I'd recommend anyone to do it." And Kurt said, "Oh mate, that's so great to hear." He goes, "You don't happen to remember the name of your counsellor by any chance, do you?" And this bloke said, yeah I do. I'm pretty sure his name was Kurt." And at that moment I felt chills, goosebumps all over my skin, because I knew this bloke had just come face to face with the counsellor who had got him through this tough patch. And Kurt stuck his hand out to shake his hand and he goes, "Nice to meet you, mate." And they just had this moment where this young bloke had pieced it together and realised that he was talking to the same counsellor who got him through the situation that he was in. And one of the best experiences that I've ever heard, and to overhear that without having to be in that conversation, and to just hear how it actually went, and to know that all the work that we do with Trade Mutt and TX, honestly for me, really came together in that one point where I overheard this conversation of a bloke who was in distress last year, had 8 sessions with the TX counsellor, and has come out the other side and is flourishing. It's one of the best things that I've ever heard, honestly. So if you've been thinking about reaching out to TX, that pretty much typifies exactly how TX works. This bloke didn't have to pay a cent to speak to a professional counsellor. He had 8 sessions and got him from point A to point B of not needing TX anymore. So if you've been thinking about reaching out to TX, maybe today's the day to send him a text or a call, and you too might have an awesome experience with one of our legendary counsellors like this bloke had with Kurt.